You're zeroing in on the part of this case that unsettled investigators the most, and it wasn't the barrels or even the number of victims. It was the realization that Robinson understood social rules better than the people inside those systems did, and he used that understanding like a tool. When people from the BDSM community told detectives that a real dominant almost never calls himself master, that clicked something into place. To outsiders, that sounds like trivia. To them, it was a flashing warning sign. In that world, authority is given by others, not claimed. Someone loudly declaring it is often inexperienced, ego-driven, or dangerous. Robinson didn't actually belong to that culture. He only learned just enough surface language to bait women who were searching for structure, belonging, or guidance. He mimicked the role without understanding the ethics that normally govern it. That's why the officers said it was an all moment where your neck hair stands up. They realized he had been hiding in plain sight inside a community that already operates in secrecy and trust. He picked a place where pain, restraint, and power dynamics can be consensual, because that made it almost impossible for law enforcement to know when something had crossed the line. Hearing slaps and cries through a motel wall isn't automatically a crime in that context. He positioned himself exactly in that gray area. The other part that made this case so hard for so long was that nothing looked like a crime. Every woman appeared to leave voluntarily. Letters showed up asking to be left alone. They were adults. There was no scene, no struggle, no body, no immediate alarm. In the 1980s, with paper files and no cross-referencing, those disappearances lived in separate folders handled by different detectives who had no reason to connect them. What Robinson did that is unusual even among serial killers is that he didn't just make people disappear. He kept them alive on paper. He wrote letters in their voices. He cashed their checks. He forged identities. He maintained the illusion of their existence for years. He didn't erase victims. He replaced them administratively. That's why the detail about Tiffany is so horrifying to investigators. Not just that he killed her mother, but that he sold the baby to his own brother with forged adoption papers. It shows that, to him, people were assets in a con. The same mindset he used to run fraud schemes is the mindset he used to manage murder. Winning, manipulating, and controlling outcomes mattered more than anything else. So when detectives later said he knew the rules of the game and turned them to his benefit, they meant every game: social services, religion, employment, sexuality, adoption, paperwork, family trust. He learned how each system assumes good faith, and he built his crimes inside that assumption. That's the part of this story that still disturbs investigators years later. Not just what he did, but how easily he moved through worlds that were supposed to protect people, simply because he understood how those worlds were supposed to work.